Arturo Dark Knight. He's one of our best listeners.
Oh, UV.
UV? Did you just say UV?
Why is there a chicken in my parking lot?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Wednesday night. It's hump day. That means it's time to hang out with the bestest people in the whole galaxy. That's not me, Infinity, and that is because we're here at RSG to celebrate hump day with another Wednesday night Star Wars Galaxy Heroes live stream, the longest running live stream in the community and ever. We're the longest running live stream ever.
We have no life.
I made that up. That last part was not true. We've streamed a lot, but yeah. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Ranger J 1999, your host. And next to me is that pile of palugla, poopy, poo-poo, papa, is Finn, the troll extraordinaire. And that's why we say the things that we say. We never say nice things about Finn. And welcome, if you're new to the stream wondering what this nonsense is, well, this is where we break down the latest and greatest in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and notes and give you a little bit of insight of what it all means and have a hell of a lot of fun doing it. That's what we're here to do, is to hang out with you wonderful people on Wednesday night, bring you something fun to listen to. So whip out your pickles, stroke your Wookiees, get those emojis going, get the sound bites going. You know where they're at. They're in Streamlabs, they're on Twitch. You guys can play all the sound bites. You can do super chat donations. It's all good in the hood. We appreciate all that. Make sure you give us a thumbs up as you're coming in. Come on, people. 60 people watching. Only 19 thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. You know you want to do it. Do it. And also subscribe if you like the content that we're putting out there. We're well over 5K subs, and we're working our way to 10K subs because I'm a greedy mongoloid bastard that wants 10K subs because that's what we like here at RSG. Welcome to the program. We're glad to have you guys here on this Wednesday. I hope everyone's being safe. Everyone's doing fine. I'm drinking tons of bourbon. Big shout out. Well, a couple shout outs. First of all, yesterday was Finn's birthday. He turned 9,774. I'm going to say he looks great for his age. Looks really good. And then happy birthday to Nukin as well, because it was his birthday as well. I think he's in the hundreds of thousands of years. And also, I want to give a big shout out. I did it on the lunch stream. I'm going to do it. I did it in Discord. I'm going to do it here. To Andrew Kopta, who sent me a buttload of bourbon and booze, and also a bunch of figures and Baby Yoda and all kinds of stuff. Andrew Kopta, you're a goddamn mad lad. You're just ridiculous. And I love you to death, brother. And I appreciate all that up. And then we just got a donation from Zilla Zebra for $2. Just break up all the thing donos. All right. Very nicely done, Zilla. Zilla's like, you know what, thing? You're not gonna control all the super chats tonight. I'm coming in there to take control. So he started off the donation train by taking charge. I like it. I like it a lot. I hope you didn't have to kill anyone to do. Yeah, that's good.
Welcome, Gamer Ape, by the way.
Yeah, well, yeah, shout out everybody.
Gamer Ape just said, first time I've made it to one of these live.
God damn, that's amazing. We're glad to have you here, Gamer Ape. That's fantastic. That's right. Suck it, Finn. Suck it hard and suck it long. That's Finn's favorite thing to hear. So if you want to play more of those, please do, because Finn loves it. He loves it so much, he should get a room and marry it. You should put a ring on it, Finn.
That was not nice.
I find your agony glorious, Finn. It makes me excited to see you like this. You look like you're perspiring. It's
not nice.
It's creamy. And Finn's scald is just delicious. All right. Thank you for the donations and thank you for the bit, CBO97, my military brother from another mother. Glad to have you guys here. All right. Let's get the show started. And we always like to say, we like to shout out all you guys and gals, man and women, boys and girls out there in TV land. And we like to do that with a shout out word of the day. And, Urban Blaster with the 40-bit donation. The Assassin Master. He doesn't pay for this shit, but he'll donate some bits to your stupid ass Finn. Triple mollywopped us with the pirate one.
That is why Urban is awesome.
We love Urban. Thank you, Urban Blaster. The Assassin Master. Check him out on YouTube. He's a fellow YouTuber and a great friend of ours for a long time. You know, Finn, next week, you know what next week is?
It's getting close to your birthday.
No.
It is.
I don't care about that.
Oh.
It's the 4-year anniversary.
Oh, that's true.
Of RSG.
Mm-hmm.
4 years, man. Can you believe it? Next week will be 4 years. They're saying it's buffering. It's not buffering on our end. I don't know what the hell's going on. So
it's buffering on my screen.
That's
too.
not me. That's not us, Finn. That's not us, man. That's totally YouTube, brother. I don't know what that is. That's definitely not us.
Yeah. It's coming in, but it's buffering. I can tell.
That's not our. That's blame YouTube, folks. That ain't us, man.
Mm-hmm.
We got. Trust me, our signal is ridiculously good. We're in the green, if you know what I mean. We're looking solid, solid as a rock. Just partaking a little bit of that bourbon that old Andrew provided. Taking a little sippy sip of the nectar of the gods, if you know what I'm saying. So, they're saying it's back. All right, well, you know, listen, YouTube's been having its issues. Trust me, at the beginning of the stream, we started the stream, and YouTube just gave us the middle finger and just looked at us. And I'm looking at Finn. Finn's looking at me. We're like, I don't know what's happening. Why is this not playing? So
that's correct.
We were sitting there scrambling, like, what the hell is going on? Why is this happening? But I digress. We do have our shout out word of the day where you guys can put the word into the chat, and then we will pull up all your names. And the way it works is you put the shout out word of the day in the chat, and then we'll scoop it up through Nightbot, and then we will shout you guys out here in a little bit with all our VIPs and other things of that nature. And Finn, what is the shout out word of the day, my little troll friend over there?
The shout out word of the day is.
You're muted. All right,
that is a shout out word of the day. So make
sure
you
do it again next time. I'll do the Kung Fu voice. All right, turn yourself on mute, and then I'll do the Kung Fu voice. Here we go, right here.
And the shout out word of the day is.
Very good. I see all the skewers have joined. I'll show you my flying fist of Buddha right up your ass.
All right. The shout out word of the day is challenge.
Oh boy.
CHALLENGE. Challenge.
There's no way you can mess that up. We just spelled it for you, and we'll now watch as the skewers mess it up completely. There's no way. And then don't complain when you guys don't get your name shouted out. Like, I didn't get my name shouted out. Well, if you didn't spell the damn name correctly, then that's what happens. So don't blame us. Don't cry to us. Don't look for pity from us if you don't do it correctly. So no, it's not wormy, Bimatsu. That's not even close. I don't even know what that is. Wormy, really? I just words are hard. So we spelled it correctly for you. There's no way you can screw this up. You can go back and rewind.
Speaking of words being hard, hi Grande.
Hey, look, it's Grande. Grande. No.
Grande Toadstool Patron.
No.
Toad so Grande.
Oh Christ, Grande.
Yeah. All right, Rose Taco wants to know how you spell the word again. So the word is challenge,
and you spell that
CHALLENGE. Challenge. CHALLENG.
I will use it in a sentence for the skewers. It is a challenge for them to spell the word challenge correctly.
Oh man.
Really, Grande?
What?
I'll be right back.
Don't pull this shit next week on the 4-year anniversary. I will beat you to death.
What did I do on the 4-year? What do you mean? Pull what crap?
Next year's the 4-year anniversary of RSG.
Yeah, well, no, I know that.
What are you drinking there? I'm drinking bourbon. What are you drinking, Grande?
It's this Love Street. That's what it's called.
Love Street.
It's from Quebec. It's a local brewery. Gotta love that.
All right.
I
guess if it's booze, I'll let it count, but that's a weird name.
I mean, it's the same. It's the beer that makes anyway. It's a local thing. What can I say?
It's a local thing. I get it. It's fine. It's cool. It's what you want, Mr. Toad the wet sprocket over there, Grande, wearing his mushroom hat. It's not.
You know what?
It's not just a way of life for Grande. It's real.
You know why I'm wearing this hat?
I don't really care, but I'm sure you're going to tell me anyway.
Well, then I won't tell you. It's fine.
Okay. Why are you wearing the hat, Grande?
Because our road ahead was such a toad. That's why I'm wearing it.
I've had to put up with 4 years of this shit. Sometimes you can only so much a man can take before he goes and beats another man. All right, so we're waiting for Finn to get back. We can see everybody putting challenge into the chat. Very well, nicely done. Some people spelled it correctly, some put it incorrectly. So when you don't get your name shouted out, don't blame us. It'll be on you. Let me switch gears here.
Some of these names, man.
I mean, it's you can't make this stuff up, man. So seriously,
not so much.
Yes,
hey.
Science. All right.
He likes to show off his mushroom.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, freaking ouchie.
She's not wrong. That's science. That's not a wrong.
You did bring that upon yourself. I'm just saying.
You have done this yourself, Anakin.
It's just the tip. Hold on. Yep. It's just.
It's never just the tip, Grande. You know that better than
no, it is not.
He said he was only give me one baby, but
it is never, ever, ever.
Never just the tip.
Nope.
Well done. All right, we've got the news. Dun, dun. Playing in the background. I mean, since last week, since we did the stream, we've had a big announcement, and that's just about it. Although there is something going on right now with Google. I guess currently there was an issue with the Google games.
Showing.
Yep.
Showing indeed. CBO97. Thank you for the soundbite and the bits. So if you've got Google, I haven't updated, so it hasn't affected me at all. But yeah. But I don't know, Finn, you don't use Google, do you?
I do, but not primary. My primary is iOS. I do use the emulator, so I do, in that sense, use it.
Take over.
But we had people in our guild. One is in the chat, Bad Rongo. I know he had that issue too. So, I know some people that were unable to get into the game because of that reason. So, hopefully they fix it soon.
That really blows. That's not the first time that's happened for Google users.
It is, but it's Android versions and all these kind of things when you update, and I
just feel like that we should treat our the people that are running Android a little better than that, where crap happens.
Well, yeah. It happens. An update happens. What can you do? All right. So that was that news. So we got that news happening. But the real big news is Galactic Challenges. Cheers. We got a road ahead post. I'm going to go to it. I'm sure you've all read it. I'm not going to read it right now. But basically, we've got the new Galactic Challenges that are coming into the game. I mean, I freaked out because one, exactly the content that I was hoping for, and two, Finn nailed it. I was freaking out when I was reading this because I'm like, oh my God, Finn, what are you, some kind of goddamn Houdini? Like predicting this crap, man.
Finn did nail it.
Yeah,
straight up.
I mean, Finn did that Johnny Carson thing where we put the envelope to his head and it says, what are Galactic Challenges? And then gave the answer, and they CG copied them. Holy crap. Unbelievable. Good job, Finn. I don't know, like, what spirits you tapped into, buddy, but you nailed it.
Hooray!
Yes, Finn. Smart since 2015. Before then, we don't know.
He was probably smart then too. We just
No, it's
can't
questionable.
verify.
Yeah.
We just can't verify before then.
We've only known Finn since the early days.
We have second and third party verification after 2000.
We do know Grande is mentally damaged. Finn, only from 2015 and back. We don't know.
That's true.
So
I have a little bit more of a limitation on my time of mental issues.
I mean, we can infer a lot of things from Grande's stupidity. That it's a lifetime.
It's funny how my mental problems have all stemmed or began at around the same time RSG began 4 years ago.
I like the correlation you're making there, Finn. That's science. That's
when my mental problems happened too. But before that, I was a genius.
No, that never was the case.
Before that, Grande could read.
Before RSG, Grande was a professor of philosophy at the University of Houston, and now he's a brain dead potato head.
Now I'm just
who wears a mushroom hat on stream. Before it was Aristotle and Plato and debating the ins and outs of the spirit of the law versus the letter of the law. Now it's I like beer. Hey guys, there's chicken over there.
Where's my jacket?
No bunga.
That's right. No, bunga. Oh wait, that's wrong.
Couldn't even use the song in the correct way. So there you go. Oh my god.
Wow.
All right, so we did a video on the road ahead. We talked about the road ahead. We talked about it ad nauseum, but it happened after last Wednesday. So we're bringing it up here because we always cover the previous week's news in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. Challenge. I'm excited for this. I really am. And I'm the biggest hard ass against CG that you'll ever find. So I am not CG's fanboy by any stretch of the imagination. If you don't believe me, go back and watch the rants that I've given on CG. And I've dropped enough F-bombs to destroy a small European country. Talk about nuking someone. But I gotta say, man, I'm excited about this. This is what I was hoping that they would do. Now, the road itself, the road ahead self-post itself, I think, was lacking. I think it could have had more meat to it. But just the idea that they presented and put forth, I'm excited about. And it's been a long time since I've been really excited about a game mode for this game. And I gotta say, CG's been killing it lately. I love what they did with Mando and all the Mandalorian characters. I love what they did with Vader. I love the Luke event, and I love this idea of what this could represent for Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. They definitely need to work on the communication because I would have liked some more meat on the bone, but you know what? I'll take it for what they gave us. Grande, what do you think, buddy?
It sounds great. They were really vague, and they could have. We literally delayed it for weeks and months to get what we got. If you're gonna delay something a month, it better be one of the best ones you've done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this does not feel like this was a top 5 road ahead post for them.
I just think the way they communicated it could have been like 1,000 times better. But some excitement.
But what about the idea of itself? A teaser pick would have been nice.
Business is bad.
Business is bad. I agree.
Okay.
Now, but I'm gonna say the idea is awesome. We said the idea was awesome when Infinity said it a week earlier.
We love
the idea. Is great. Yeah. The idea is great. We love the idea. The problem is, where's the hype? Where's the teaser? That wasn't very much hype, and it wasn't very much teaserness. And why did we need to wait an extra month for those 5 paragraphs?
Someone brought it up in a stream. I can't remember which one it was. Imagine if they did this last month and they teased Luke, Vader, and this at the same time. We would have been shitting the bed.
And we probably would still have Mobile Gamer and not Urzatron upset.
Yeah.
So in the process, Mobile Gamer and Urzatron are just 2 folks, right? But there's a lot of people that had similar sentiment to theirs. And their communication potentially is at a detriment to them financially.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know what to say.
Well, Finn, what do you think, buddy? I mean, you've put out your thoughts on this already, but for the Wednesday night folks that maybe haven't seen some of the other streams, good and bad, things of that nature, your thoughts on this road ahead and the new game mode. Your thought. I mean, you call it, buddy. What do you think?
So, okay. So let me kind of go kind of piece by piece a little bit here. The meat to the bone thing, right? I would normally agree with you. Here is the only reason why I don't. I went back and looked at our previous roads ahead, right? And I kind of went through this in good and bad.
And by
me,
I think, he means all you guys out there because I watched the good and the bad, so I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, well, for those of you that watch, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I went through the old road ahead posts and tried to figure out, like, is this a trend of us not getting meat on the bone, right? Because I felt the same way. I read it, and I felt like we weren't getting meat on the bone. But I felt like
bad.
So I felt like at some point we did get that meat on the bone, right? And I went back and I looked at the roads ahead. The roads ahead from Carrie had the meat on the bone. She was the one that actually provided the images and the work in progress and all those kind of things in her road ahead. Top Hat operates differently. And if you go back, you will see this. His road ahead posts, since he kind of took over after Carrie's absence, have almost nothing in them, like content-wise. Like, you'll get some of the words. You have no meat on the bone with any of Top Hat's roads ahead. However, if you go and look at his State of the Galaxies, that is where he puts the meat on the bone. So I think part of it is players not realizing kind of the change in guard almost at CG of switching from Carrie producing.
And I gotta carry this thing around for 9 months. Oh
no! I think what happened is that the players haven't put together kind of the change in guard of how Carrie runs things versus how Top Hat runs things. And I think we are in some ways unfairly judging Top Hat by a way that Carrie used to do things. So I think with this kind of Top Hat regime of sorts, right now doing all these things on the forums, the road ahead posts are not going to have any of the details that we're really wanting. We're going to see that in the State of the Galaxy. So that, I think, is one of the biggest issues that I think a lot of players haven't really looked at, right? And I don't blame them. No, who's going to go back and look at the roads ahead, figure out how Carrie does something, how does Top Hat do something? But if you go back and look, you will see, and I did it again. I went through it in good and bad so everyone can see it. There is a major difference between how Carrie does something and how Top Hat does something.
My issue is, why delay it for a month if this is the only 5 paragraphs you're going to write?
So here is the other problem with that. What is the road ahead supposed to be? The road ahead is supposed to be
for 3 months.
For 3 months, but not just any 3 months. It is a look ahead in the upcoming quarter, right? I think that's what's being forgotten here. The road ahead that actually was missed was not the one last month. We're still anything with the road ahead foreshadowing July, August, and September. That is what the road ahead was supposed to foreshadow. The one we missed was actually from March. March is the road ahead that we missed. We got a road ahead when Top Hat took over in towards the end of July or so, right? Basically foreshadowing October, November, December in some ways. A little bit in October, but typically these are going to be a look at the next quarter. Then he gave us another one towards the end of November, and we know there's going to be nothing in December. So really this is kind of a look in the first 3 months of the new year, right? So that's where we got that look. Then we missed March. Now, the problem is Top Hat came out and said there was a delay in the road ahead in May. But the road ahead was delayed even before that. And if you look at the way that typically the road ahead was supposed to be designed, which is it's kind of either right at the beginning of a quarter or the end of a quarter in order to give the, like, what is happening in that quarter perspective, the road ahead would not include Luke or Vader reworks. That would have been done months prior because they're trying to foreshadow things that are coming up at least 1 month away. The short-term
what you're
stuff,
saying is that our period wasn't late. We just skipped one.
We skipped one. Yes.
We thought we might have been pregnant, but we really weren't.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
What?
He's trying to say that it wasn't late. We just missed one.
We missed one. Now
we got a 0. We got a 0 in March, and this one was.
How are you
time.
still married?
So Top Hat putting out the post saying that the road ahead constructions were delayed and stuff, right? I think that comes from the fact that Top Hat, again, if you go back and look, right, his road ahead posts typically came at the end of the first month of each quarter or somewhere in the first couple months, right? That's been the standard for them. It's in the first couple months foreshadowing the next quarter. And that's where it got delayed. So this was still supposed to be the road ahead foreshadowing July, August, to September, right? From everything I've seen, and I went back and compared, and I'm willing to say I'm wrong if somebody shows otherwise, but pretty much they have foreshadowed like the next upcoming quarter and normally put it out in the first 2 months. So we missed one, then this one got delayed, but this one is still being delayed, referencing the same quarter as it should have been, but we're still missing one, and it feels worse.
We're owed.
Right? So that's why we don't see anything about Luke. We don't see anything about Vader. It just wouldn't fit into this. Now, the other problem is we didn't get a State of the Galaxy in May, and we didn't get a State of the Galaxy in June, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I just talked about how that is how Top Hat really communicates with the community.
Well,
his communication comes through that.
I blame you, Finn.
He has.
So
Finn,
he missed 3 things.
He has.
Finn, you son of a bitch! Why did this happen?
When I only had one baby,
no.
he said the next time it'd be just a tip, and he'd lie. We ended up with it. We ended up with 2 babies.
We ended up with 2 babies.
Well, I'm telling you right now, Top Hat owes us 3 babies right now. He does.
Oh no!
He owes us 3 babies.
Please, no, God, that's awful.
So why did this happen, right? Okay, so there is an idea about why some of this happened. So he missed. I'm gonna have to pause the thing so we can talk first.
No way, man. These are worth it.
I love
There
it.
it is.
Thank you for
All
the
right.
bits, XO.
Thank you, Exo.
You know, someone wrote
Thank you,
it. F you, Finn. Very nice, meow meow. It's like a meow says meow meow happy meow happy.
He said happy birthday again, Fendi.
Yes.
Thank you.
Happy belated birthday.
All right.
To
Okay.
Finn.
I'm gonna pause it here for a second just so we can talk, and then we'll open it. Then we'll open it again because we did get some people commenting like it's hard to follow us when we're having conversations.
We'll deal with it because the fans that of the show really like to interrupt us and play those.
I know.
bits.
We'll have other discussions to interrupt it. We'll get our points across, and then we'll argue, and that's when we'll do it. So. The reason why this happened,
Keep
right,
getting your bits and donations, and we'll play them all at once. And
there's gonna like
suffer.
chain donate at
make
the end.
Finn suffer. Donate and make that bitch suffer.
So the reason why I think this is happening. First off, we missed a couple of State of the Galaxies in the first quarter of the year. Right, January we got a State of the Galaxy. I think we didn't get one in February. We didn't get one in March, largely due to COVID. Right, so I think.
Why didn't they say that though?
I don't know why they didn't say it. I think they maybe assume, but you shouldn't assume too much. You know what happens when you assume.
Because you makes an ass out of you and Finn.
I mean, look, if I have a problem, I try to communicate it to you guys. I'm like, hey, Finn, Ranger, this ain't happening, or what I thought is not gonna.
I know.
But we ignore you. We don't really care.
But the human aspect of what's going on. Hey guys, we're having everything is fine, but we're having, there's going to be some delays because of what's going on worldwide. That would have given them.
Well, yeah, but they also said the opposite in a previous post that COVID would not affect anything.
Oh, trust me, dude.
I know. I'm just saying they put it out there.
Well, so they did. They did say that they were like relocating. What was it? I think in January they put something out saying that they were relocating. They were going to do something in distance and they were going to work and all this kind of stuff. So. We have a little bit of a reason about why we had no State of the Galaxy in February and March. We did get one in April. We didn't get anything in May and June.
Wolfell says COVID didn't even happen until mid-March. This stuff way before
It was not mid-March. It happened before that. But
no, it was mid-March.
That's when they really hit. But the China stuff started back in December.
Actually, November.
They work and live in the United States. It was.
Yeah, I know.
It was like
all
March
right,
15th
Grande, get your conspiracy shit out of here. Let's talk about Galaxy Heroes.
Even then, right? So we missed some during a weird time of year. I'll just leave it at that, right? We knew there's weird stuff going on everywhere at that time. Plus, don't forget the fact they came in January. We know they don't work for most of January because they continue their holidays, so they don't even come in until February, right?
That's true.
That's
weird, man.
But here's the other part too.
I would love to work
there
for
is
a
a post on Reddit, right? And for those of you guys that are not software inclined, it's a really good post actually, and I'll even link it in the chat here. And it's by STD Barbarossa. SDT Barbarossa.
Yeah, let's not say STD.
I was like, I don't want to get. I don't want to get that on my tip.
Hey, Finn, you want some herpes?
Yeah, let me give
he is a data miner.
Hepatitis B, Finn. I got some of that right here for you.
So he is a data miner, right? And just a developer in general. And I'm going to post the link there. And he put what I think a lot of people on the tech side understand, but if you're not on the tech side, you may not know. And it's everything involved in the Unity upgrade that is going on. Now, the reason why we learned that there was a Unity update was because of Crumb going on the Galactic War Report and mentioning that's what they're doing, right? We got stuff saying that they're fixing the spaghetti code and they're trying to fix things out. We got a little bit more about the fact that they're upgrading Unity on the podcast with the Galactic War Report, and that put things more into context because changing basically an operating system, updating your software to meet an updated operating system can be potentially a challenge. And so this post actually goes through in some detail kind of all the stuff that goes through updating Unity.
Yeah, that sounds like nerd shit.
It is nerd crap. I'm not going to lie. It is. But the main thing is that there is a lot of work for them to do to get this upgraded to the new format of Unity in order to update their software.
Unity.
The big question is why they, CG, didn't give us some insight into this, and we hear this from outside software people, right? I've talked about it before.
Some nerd speak besides the number of polygons on Ray's face.
Exactly. Besides polygons and art.
They can lose me in the weeds if they want to by just kind of going through it. But again, be honest, be open,
be honest, BEHONEST, honest.
So credit to SDT Barbarossa. Like I knew a little bit about the Unity, so I understood there was work that needed to be done to kind of take the time on this. I didn't realize it was Unity until after Crumb said it on the Galactic War Report. And he actually went through and made a really nice post about it. So make sure you check out that post I linked in the chat. But that is effectively the reason why everything is delayed. And if you understand that that is the reason why everything is delayed, I think everything becomes a little bit more clear. But the problem is we're learning this from people in the community. Yeah. Why CG isn't getting more ahead of this, I think to your question, Grande, I don't know. They really should be getting more ahead of this. They should have mentioned the reasons why what's taking so long, right? We're updating the Unity-based software. We're upgrading it to a different version of it, which requires a lot of back-end work. They're not giving us any of these details. They're just saying we're fixing the code, bear with us, and then release Lightside GOTV to hold us off for months.
It seems like this guy, right? Barbarossa.
This guy?
The guy that made the post.
Yeah.
On
Reddit.
This
guy, he's just in the, coding and stuff.
He's like guy. Toto pulling away the green curtain. And CG is like, don't mind the man behind the curtain. It's like they don't want to spoil the illusion in some way.
Grande.
And I don't know why this would be an illusion, right? So ultimately, I think the biggest problem is, again, it comes back to communication, right? CG needs to communicate better. But within the context of everything, right, what they have communicated so far this week looks bad, but it really is not bad. We had the delays in the road ahead, but again, it's looking forward to a different quarter. So we're really not delayed so much. It's just we didn't get it in the first 2 months. We got it in the last month of the quarter.
So basically, I should have been pissed off 3 months ago. There's no.
Well, you missed your window of opportunity, Grande.
I missed my window of opportunity. According to CG,
you should have.
I missed my window. I missed my window
Grande,
to be angry.
You should have.
So therefore, I'm not allowed to be angry now because
I already ranted.
I've
already done my.
But
rant.
no one's gonna get angry, right? Because it was COVID time then. That was in March and April.
March 13th was COVID.
Yeah, March is when the road ahead would have been posted.
Yeah.
So at that point, right, you don't know what delays are going to happen to your road ahead. Like, how are you going to predict for a quarter in the future when all of a sudden everyone is getting displaced from their office, right? It's hard. It's difficult decisions, but they didn't bring the player base into their thinking. So there is no way for players to really understand what goes into their decision making. We're not asking for like full details and like being able to sit in on meetings, but to say, yeah, our road ahead back in March, right? Say our road ahead is getting a little bit delayed because of COVID and we have to kind of replan things and see what's happening with them. We didn't get that, right? We skipped State of the Galaxies and we can assume that it's because of COVID, but they could have said something along there. We didn't get anything.
Okay, I'm lost. Why are we angry and what is unity?
We're not angry. That's the thing.
Unity is when mommy and daddy hold hands while they're walking. That's unity.
We are not getting angry. I'm trying to explain what's been going on, right? And there are a lot of people that are angry. Break it down
scientifically for y'all out there. We're trying to keep this.
I'm breaking it down with
we going with the nerd feel, them X's and Y's and shit. We try to keep it real with y'all.
Yep. And our Wilson, you're right. They said COVID wasn't impacting their work, which is kind of silly. But yeah, Unity is kind of the operating system, the game engine that the mobile.
It's the backside of this. We're only seeing the client-facing side when we're looking at our phone or playing on the emulator.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So anyone with software
there's a whole server side which is pushing information to our phone, and that's the part that they were fixing.
Yeah. So the biggest problem, and I think this goes back years, right? CG does not communicate the right things to us, right? No. They tell us about art. They tell us about polygon budget. They do the Q&A and don't.
They make some jokes, but then don't tell people it's a joke. I mean, they have done a few of these before.
They have. And I really wish they would give us the key pieces of information that we need in order to, and I'm just going to say this flat out, it's to make it so the community doesn't hate them, right? They leave the players in the dark.
Yeah.
The players assume the worst after years and years of no communication. What do you expect for them to do besides expect the worst? And I know you guys call me CGfinity because I try not to expect the worst from them every single time. I know. And I try not to expect the worst for them. So I'll see them do something.
That's my job.
There has to be a reason why this is happening. And I will do research and find things like the State of the Galaxy and the road ahead and the timings and carry versus top hat. And I'll research this to try and figure out. But most players are not going to do this. Most players don't listen to RSG. I mean, we love you guys for listening and joining us for the past 4 years.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, we're speaking of that right now. We have 103 people watching us and only 37 likes. Hit that like button.
Exactly.
Come on, you know you want to do it. Come on, subscribe.
Shameless plug. But we know that most people don't listen to YouTube and all this kind of stuff. They may read the forums, but they're not really getting the full picture of what's going on. And it is unfortunate. And so that's effectively what's going on. I think for anyone that's upset, be upset with the fact that CG is not communicating the things that they need to, but what they communicated is well in line with everything else.
Forget that shit, Finn. B Monster just noted $2 says, I hear Twinkies are a great snack. Discuss. I think they're horrible. And then CBO with the Stroking the Wookiee.
I turned on the alerts.
Oh, God, here they come. Of course, here come all the stuff that we've been waiting to see.
No, I think it was just that
just
one.
Just CBO? Oh, well, I'm shocked.
I think it was just the Stroking of the Wookiee.
Yeah, just the old Wookiee stroking action going on there.
I have not been assimilated into the CG board collective. That's awful.
Resistance is futile.
The fact that I kind of predicted the Galactic Challenges and have an excuse as to why this is okay does not make me part of the CG. Oh, wait, hold on. I feel like Kanye West with the Kim is not a Hobbit thing.
Yeah.
If Kim was a Hobbit, why would she have hairy feet? Hold on.
Hey,
baby, why do you have hairy feet?
Yeah.
No, so it's all just about getting the correct context and everything, and I think we are in an okay place in this game. I think we need to wait out. I'm waiting for the next State of the Galaxy from Top Hat. Not gonna lie. The one for this month, the July State of the Galaxy, that is what I am waiting. Because that is where I think we get at least some work in progress details about the Galactic Challenges. So, yeah.
What's the next topic? I feel like
well, let me ask you, Grande. Let me ask you something here.
Do you really want to?
I went through that, right? I don't know what you want to listen to and what you don't want to, but I know you were kind of upset with the content of the road ahead. So I'm just wondering,
I'm upset with
change anything?
Oh, well, effectively, what you're saying is that this one is normal, and they basically missed 3.
Well, this one is delayed by a month, but still referencing the same context of time that it would.
Okay. At some point, it looks. I mean, my 6th grader could have done a better job with this than what we got.
Wait, is that you? Is that you proofreading it before she makes the statement?
Yeah, it's probably her mother proofreading it.
Okay, well then you're correct. I just want to make that clarify, because if you were proofreading,
I'm just saying. Look,
I'm sorry, Grande, you would do worse.
I mean, missing 3 assignments, which these are basically assignments, right? You have told your customer that you were going to do road aheads and you're going to do State of the Galaxies, and you didn't. And then when you did, even though it was delayed, it was not great, right? And if you're going to miss things and delay things, your communication, then when you finally do some kind of communication, especially whenever you like have this big huge prelude to it, right? It should be good. You should make it where it's like 2 road ahead and 3 State of the Galaxies all in one, and it's this whiz bang wow thing. And it was, for missing 3, it was not a great comeback.
Don't call it a comeback,
right?
He's been there for years. Look at it, Grande in our ears.
If you look at isolated in the context of the road ahead, it's fine. But if you look at it in the context of everything that was missed and the delays and everything, it should have been better. I don't disagree.
It should have been a better. If you're gonna miss all this crap, and you're not going to communicate, and then you're going to say, we're going to get it this week, we might get it by Friday, we might get it Thursday at noon, you just can't wait for it, it's going to be so long.
And now a reenactment of CG from Grande Patron.
It better be like a freaking 50-year-old, 100-year-old scotch when I get it. And I did not get what felt
damn,
like
Grande, little high on the expectation there. 50-year-old scotch, really?
I'm just saying.
How about a nice single malt 20-something-year-old scotch?
Bro, you know what I got? I felt like I got a first draft. I got a first draft from a freshman in high school.
Hey, was it Budweiser? Because then it would have really been top notch.
I felt like I got a first draft from a freshman in high school. That's what we got.
I think I would give it a little more credit to that, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'll get a little bit more credit. As I said, I thought the road ahead was lacking, but what we got just in the general scheme of what we're getting, and let's not dismiss the fact that we are getting a new game mode that we all
agreed. We also didn't get a lot of specifics. There could be
but
stuff
that's
we
okay.
love and stuff that totally sucks about this game mode.
It could.
Because there's no specifics.
But the things that we were asking for, we got, right?
Fair enough.
I wanted something that would include and incorporate every player in the game. We got that. We wanted a tier system and rewards. We got that. Finn nailed it. Everything that Finn had laid out in the previous week, saying that what he would like in this post to be the new game mode, we got. Now the communication. Listen, no one's been.
So no Mara Jade or anything yet. So
no Mara Jade. That's
Mara Jade or Dr. Afra. I mean, if we get those, that'll be like a super home run.
Brother, if they announced tomorrow Mara Jade was coming in, I would give CG a pass for the rest of their life. Seriously, I'm like, did you say Mara Jade? Yeah.
I remember you said that about Revan, and then you got mad about which Revan that's not the real Revan.
Yeah, because
that's true.
Because they screwed that up. You can't screw Mara Jade up.
I'm telling you right. Ranger, you have like a yes with caveats, and so the caveats.
No, I don't. Get the hell out of here. I was very specific about what I wanted. I wanted the Darth Revan that I wanted.
You said if they bring in Revan, we're good. You remember that?
Jedi Revan was not it. We were not good. I don't know what that white bastard is, white robe piece of shit we got. That is not Revan. Get the hell out of here. Pulled that right out of your lore ass.
No, I didn't. I remember we had the number. Remember RSG for Revan? It was a big deal, and we were like, if we get.
I was so excited. I remember that. I was so excited. Like when I heard Revan, I'm like, hell yes. And then I saw it was Jedi Knight Revan, and this
like a kid that like gets a present at Christmas and opens it up, and it's a freaking sweater. And
well, yeah, it's like you want a Transformer, and then for Christmas you get like the generic version of the Transformers.
The GoBots.
Yeah, you get like GoBots instead.
The transverters.
Yeah, the transverters. You're like, what the piss is this?
Backwards.
I wanted Optimus Prime, not Ridiculous Prime. What is this crap? No. That's not what I wanted. Pissed me off to no avail.
The name is Ultimate Primus. Just saying.
Ultimate Primus.
Ultimate Pestilence.
Oh god. So the Constructicons, we got the deconstruction con. It's like, what? No, that's not what we wanted. Get out of here. Jedi Knight Revan, still poop. I mean, I still use
we got
the team,
2
but
Revans.
God.
Rangers should never rant again.
You bullshit. I want the real Revan.
You got the real Revan.
No, we didn't. Neither version of those Revans. No, that is not the true Revan.
I bet you somebody could go back
and Grande, I'll shut your pie hole because Carrie said they were going to do a true Revan and put it on the back burner. So they know exactly what Ranger wanted. They didn't give it to him, so they can lick my ass.
All I'm saying is we don't know yet exactly what this is. This could be awesome. This could really suck.
I mean, I'm okay with Darth Revan, but it's not the true Revan.
Okay, back to the present for a minute.
You brought it up, man. I wasn't even going to bring it up. You opened your filthy mouth, and this is what happens.
My mouth is not filthy yet. That only happens at nighttime. Look,
Jesus Christ.
What the deal that's happening here?
God.
The deal that's happening here is
don't ever say that again, Grande. I almost vomited in my mouth. God damn. I mean, seriously, bro. God.
That is Grande's words of wisdom.
Yeah, words of wisdom of the day. I only get duty nay.
Yep. Yeah. There you go. That's Grande's words of wisdom.
Jesus.
All right. So here's the deal, right? So is that this sounds good, but the devil's in the details, man.
Yeah, but they did talk about the details in the Galactic War report. If you listen to that, they got into specifics about it, and
they got some. There's not a lot.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
What do you mean? It's you can play whatever you want.
They gave some. There's still not a whole bunch of details, and even to Crumb's statement, they're about maybe halfway through the development of this stuff. So there's still a lot of details that maybe they don't even know yet, right? So we're still about halfway through there. We'll see how this goes. They just need to keep let players feel like they are involved. That's it, right? That's the biggest thing. You don't have to involve them. You've done it before by creating these like beta signups and not doing anything. I mean, even that buys you a little bit of goodwill for a short time period, and then people forget. I mean, that's what you need to do. Bring players in, let them have a little bit of understanding, and then you can ignore them all you want, but at least give us the correct information that we're looking for. And they're not even doing that right now.
All right. So the other news, we'll get into that. I think we've hit on that enough. Let's speculate. Clone Wars Chewbacca, character of the month. Now, sometimes the character of the month correlates to something in the game. Sometimes it doesn't, i.e. Luminar in March or April, whenever she came out. Nothing happened related to that shit, and there's been cases of that. Do we think there is some correlation between Clone Wars Chewbacca? Now, they said they weren't doing any more Clone Wars stuff. I almost would bet $1,000 that we're not getting any Clone Wars stuff. But do we think there's any relationship between Clone Wars Chewbacca being the character of the month and maybe what's going to be coming in for the month of July? Discuss. Not Grande. Finn, what do you think?
I haven't even opened my mouth yet.
I preemptive you before we even begin. Finn, what do you think? You're on mute, buddy.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to.
It's tough because sometimes it is and sometimes it isn't. You know, it's hard to say. Is there a correlation?
I think there is, but I'll tell you my whole.
You'll wait your turn, young man.
No, we can let Grande go.
No, I said Finn, not Grande. We have to keep him under control. First. If you let him go crazy, then bad things happen. Finn first.
I don't think there's necessarily a relationship with clones from Clone Wars. I think we are, maybe this is me being optimistic, I think we're getting the rework to Mace. And
wow,
and the reason I'm thinking that,
wow, that's bold, man. I like that shit. That is bold. Look at Finn. Somewhere Grid out there just in Clash jizzed in their pants.
So here's the reason why I think Mace is maybe getting a rework this month. Besides the Clone War thing, he's also a Galactic Republic, right? So that's part of it.
Could be.
But the other part is they mentioned to us before when Lightside GOTB was being released that they pretty much had a Mace rework in the works, right? But then had to scrap it because it wasn't working the way that they thought. Right now, CG is in a mode where they're trying to complete things that are about half finished, right? Because they're trying to get little victories to buy themselves time to get the upgrade done for Unity so that they can then release game mode, right? So if they're trying to do, like, they're trying to buy themselves time before they release the Galactic Challenges, right? In that scenario, it's possible, to what Grande was saying last week, right? They've had Luke and Vader maybe ready for a little while, but they were waiting for the right minute, the right time to release it. And maybe this was the time, since they need content to kind of bide their time until they can get the upgrades done. Mace fits into that same category. A new Mace that had already been worked on before the release of Lightside GOTB got scrapped because it didn't work out correct. Not to mention the fact that Echo's basic with an Omega is still useless because nobody gives him that buff, right? I think this means that we are getting a rework to Mace that may actually time out to around the same time that somebody from, I'm thinking it's TI, maybe Ma, is going to get Ki-Adi-Mundi at 7 stars. I think the timing is going to be just around there, right? Because I think, if I remember Adasta correctly, they're about 1 or 2 raids away from getting a 7-star Ki-Adi-Mundi, I believe, right? So the timing would work out that the Ki-Adi-Mundi would be 7-star around the same time as the Mace rework. So that's my guess. I don't know, but that would be my guess, and I think there is some correlation with Clone Wars Chewie. But it may be me being optimistic.
All right, Grande, lay out your mental damage for us. What do you think?
It's not mental damage.
Yes, it's mental damage.
It's the right theory. Go look at Clone Wars.
No, it's mental damage.
Go look. Let me speak before you say I'm mentally damaged, all right?
Wait a minute. Hold on, Grande. How many times have you been mentally damaged on this stream to earn the title mentally damaged? Don't sit there and correct me about your goddamn mental damage when you have said some of the most innate shit I have ever heard on any live stream ever.
You're gonna let me speak?
Yes, please go ahead and continue, Grande.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you go look at Clone Wars Chewbacca, his tags are also scoundrel, right? And if we go look in the scoundrel faction, you'll notice that all of the new characters that we just got, all from the Mandalore series, are all scoundrel as well. And scoundrel lets us bring in Cara Dune, which we didn't have before. They normally hint at what's happening if you look at the feats inside the Grand Arena Championships. And the feats inside the Grand Arena Championships talk about Imperial troopers. I think that we are going to get Imperial troopers and the scoundrels. It only means one thing. It means that we have to have more stuff coming from the Mandalore, the TV or the Disney Plus series, based on what's happening in Grand Arena Championships right now. And that Clone Wars Chewbacca is a scoundrel first, before he's a Galactic Republic.
Okay, that was a very well thought out, articulate, well presented thought process there, Grande.
I love the fact that
I would also like to point out the fact that in the past Grande spelled UV.
That was on purpose.
Sure, it was on purpose. Oh, it was on purpose. So you want me to go down the list of other things, Grande, that were on purpose?
If you guys only knew how much stuff I say on purpose.
Sure, it's on purpose. Yeah, let's go with that.
But here's the other thing too. Happy Canada Day to all our Canadian viewers
Day
out there.
It's a great day in Canada and therefore the world.
And the best part was Grande just reminded me of South Park Canadian, just being like, "Can I finish? Can I finish, please? Can I finish?
Can I finish, man? You're a racist."
Grande trying to get an award on over Rangers. Like, can I finish? Can I finish?
I'm finished.
No, but I think that's an interesting theory too, Grande. So, are you thinking Mandalorian towards? And I think this was a theory we had before. Are you thinking like a Grand Moff Gideon event?
I do.
You're going to get some IG-11 and Krill action going on in there for those.
I think that it's going to take some. It's going to take scoundrels and not bounty hunters in order to get that Empire faction.
Meow Meow, Ahsoka Meow just said that's deep, Grande.
I'm telling you, whenever I go in Meow Meow, it's not just the tip, all right?
Oh, snap. Wow. Leave that just sitting there on the table. Wow. Never mind, Durgan just quoted. He said, that's deep, Grande. Hashtag Ahsoka 2020.
Well, I honestly think we're going more towards that Empire content that we had been talking about and tying it in with the Mandalore series. I got to tell you, I think we're going to go back and revisit Thrawn and revisit Ezra, because they're talking about Thrawn and Ezra being a big portion of this new Star Wars extended universe thing. It's going to be it's going to be insane.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the Clone Wars Chewie speculation. What we're going to do is play a commercial. So crew, mute your mics, and then I'm going to get some more liquor, and then we'll continue on here. And I'm going to play the Drevenex commercial because we haven't seen that one in a while. So here we go.
Have you been playing Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and felt like this lately? Or how about this?
Oh my goodness. There's no way. It's freaking no way, guys.
Currently, many in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes are suffering from DRDS, Darth Revan Depression Syndrome. How do you know if you have it? Do you have bad mods? Do you feel like you just can't beat those Darth Revans? Do you feel like banging your head against the wall every time you play? Well, we have the solution for you. Introducing the breakthrough new drug for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, Drevenex, a new medication created by Dr. Brock Finity. When I was first asked to research a new drug for DRDS, I first said, fuck it. I mean, it's a game. If you're frustrated, then just quit. But then I saw the player base and realized they're all just addicts. They can't break away from the game, and they sit and they struggle and they can't help themselves. DRDS is real, and it has affected me personally. My son used to be healthy and happy. Then Darth Revan happened, and he couldn't get him. Now he is sad, he lost weight, he can't eat. I mean, look at him. He's so small now, all because of DRDS. I had to do something. That's when I created Drevenex. Drevenex helps you get all the Darth Revan and Malak angst out of your life. Using simple chemistry and hundreds of thousands of dollars of other people's money, I found a way to make people less depressed with Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So when you feel depressed or upset, all you have to take is one dose of Drevenex, and you will feel calm and cool instantly. And Drevenex comes in 3 doses. The I can't get rank 1 tablet, how the hell did 50 people on my shard get Malak chewable, and on those really bad days, the why the fuck would CG introduce this OP character into the game at all peanut butter cup. So don't let your gameplay look like this. Try new Drevenex and get yourself into a happy place. Side effects may include anxiety, diarrhea, constipation, fingers falling off, ulcers, obesity, tender nipples, runny nose, headaches, migraines, urges to stick dimes in your ears, specifically dimes, not sure why, but it was definitely specifically dimes, or this may have just been an issue with Jerry during testing, frequent urination, hairy palms, hairy feet, hairy foreheads, and using your cell phone in inappropriate places like bathrooms, funerals, and other people's dressing rooms. So get Drevenex today.
And we're back. Yay! Had a nice little commercial break. All right. Let's go back to the big screen here. I think it's time to do the reading. It's the reading time where we allow Grande Patron, who is a egghead and wearing a mushroom hat tonight, he does the reading. And so what happens is Grande is going to read the shout out words and the names for all the shout outs, and a lot of damage will ensue because he's going to somehow, some way mess this up.
I did pretty good last week.
Well, we'll see. I'm responding to some people in Discord. You know what about, Finn? So if you want to take over and get Grande the reading and take over, please.
I got it.
It's there.
I
have everything in their form. So
everything is ready to go. All right.
The problem is Nightbot working? Hold on, I'm trying to see if Nightbot is working, because Nightbot... Really, Nightbot?
Well, let me start out with the
yeah, you go ahead and do what you need to. Nightbot is not picking up anything right now.
So here we go. We'll start out with the Patreons. We really do like our Patreon. So we'll start out. Bimatsu, Buzzsaw, CBO 97, Chopper BZ, Commander Skywalker, Contingent 33, Darth Teflon, Darth Bob, Devil's Treasure, Dobby, Doc Ravage, Dr. Feelgood, Fling Monkey Poop, Heinzie, It Poops Bombs, Jassa BM, Just a Bum, Khaleeson, Cashmere, Lego Calrissian, Matthew M. Thomas, Maz Kanata, Moss Mike, Indy Fox, Ouchie Dumpling, Pawsy, Ray Rock, Rose Taco, Revenator, Shadow Val, Sanely Red, oops, said those in the wrong order, Sir Boss 37, Sith Lord, Slash Van Rhodes, Strum, Teals, and Utah.
That was an excellent reading. We noticed that Grande is doing a great job. Let's see if
Oscar Meow, Bad Rongo, Bimatsu, Buzzsaw, CBO 97, Contingent 33, David McKinley, Devil's Treasure, Dexatronic, Dr. Feelgood, Gino, Guzza Buzza, I'm the Dad, John Hommel, Jason Moran, Lionheart, Maya, Maz Kanata, Revenator, RSG Dodge 515, Sanely Red, Shadow Val, Slash Van Rhodes, Sparky 125, Stephen Nichols, SWGOH Gresham, Teals, Trez Revan, Waffle Dolphin, What Else 73, and Youngin.
Again, another great reading from Grande Patron.
You did make one little mistake.
He said Steve instead of Steve, but that's it.
Well, no, not that. He also said John Hommel instead of Jason Hommel.
Well, okay.
I think you were reading John Moran.
John Moran. Okay,
yeah.
That was pretty good. Otherwise, and it was right next to each other.
We're two for two. We're two for two.
Twitch subs.
Let's see what happens.
I'll do a Sandfly, Bad Rongo, Big Country Mags, Biscuit Weasel, Bimatsu, Buzzsaw, not a CG mole, CVO 97, Cold Flame 7, Contingent 33, Corinth Battle Spire.
Either one works.
Okay, DJ Sir Loki, Doc Ravage, Dr. Feelgood, Double Durgan, Dr. Gonzo Wallbanger, Escape Podcast, Evanath, Ghost Strike, Gondar Kel.
Oh my God, you got that one right.
Grim, Hits Me Tom, Jedi Knight Ja, Jon Snow Awakens, Khaleeson Roke, Kitty Oda, Kono Noba Naga, Maz Kanata, Medicine 17, Me Weenie, Moof Milker 99, and then
Mofo.
More.
He'd be the Mofo Milker, yo.
I fixed it.
I like Mofo Milker.
Mofo Milker.
I think Mofo Milker is better.
Mofo Milker.
Mofo Milker 99. Because as if Mofo Milker wasn't enough, you need the 99.
Yo, man, what we do? We gonna Mofo milk that cow, yo. Mofo Milker. I'm gonna die. Oh no. Oh, that was strong damage on that one. Oh boy.
I fixed it before I finished.
You did, but you still release the cat out of the bag, man. Some things you just can't unsay. Oh no. Please continue, sir. Oh,
Mork Lou, Mustang Groot, and then Og Brain Kill.
Yeah, that's good.
Or OG Brain Kill,
yeah,
I guess.
Go with that.
Okay, and then Optimus Prime, looks like it's spelled a weird way, Ouchie, and then Ram Bam, and then Remy Lab, Rico, and then Ride Along, and then RNG Virtue.
Yeah, good.
RSD Jodge, Sanely Red, Sir Boss, Skywalker Vader, Slashman Rhodes, Smithy D, T-Dac, Teals the Smurf, Temples, I guess.
Yeah, that's the thing you can say.
And then Torrin Jacks, Toyota Canada, and then Tumblo, Drye.
Yes.
Urban Blaster, and then Valen Sky-C. I think I said that wrong.
Yeah. Skies or Sky-C. I can see how you would say it like that because of the way it's spelled.
And then H. Hershey.
Wait, which one?
Z. Hershey, 67, and then Ziggler.
67?
65. And then Ziggler.
67? What are this? I can't. How the hell did you get a 7 out of that, man?
You were very close until the very end there, Grande.
Hey, what can I say?
7 out of 65.
In that one name, you messed up a letter and a number.
I just had a Monty Python moment. 1, 2, 5. You mean 3. Right.
It happens.
Oh, no. That's fantastic, Grande. You're a winner.
Hey, the best one was Mofo Milker.
Mofo Milker takes the cake, man.
Mofo Milker is the best one.
Oh, boy.
Even though I fixed it. Mofo Milker. When we see him again, or her, because it might be a her. You never know.
Her.
Right?
Yeah, oh, boy.
Whenever we see them again, we need to tell them that their new name could be Mofo Milker instead of Moof Milker.
Oh, boy.
And it might be all right.
All right, there, Finn. Let's lay down the final.
We'll have to delay a little bit on that because Nightbot is not working, so I can't grab any of the names. Nightbot stopped working an hour ago. Mm-hmm. There's no check yours just to check, but I don't have any update since an hour ago.
Oh, maybe Ranger can do it.
He can check if he can get it to load, do it. But I can't get anything to load since 8:13.
Yeah. Shit.
So I'll continue to check, and we'll get the shout-outs in hopefully towards the end. But yeah, right now, unfortunately,
and I can't scroll up. I can't scroll up high enough to see them.
No,
so I couldn't
don't
call them out by individual.
Well, we're not going to be able to get challenges from that long ago.
No,
I tried to scroll up, and it was like, nope, you can't scroll up that high.
Yeah,
okay. Sorry, guys.
We will try and get it here towards the end. Bear with us.
Gab P. I like Mofo Milker. I'm going to quit my job, go gangster, and use it as my street name.
Mm-hmm.
You should. That's how we do it.
What's your gang name? The Mofo Milkers?
We the Mofo Milkers. Sometimes we do whole milk. Sometimes we do 2%. Sometimes if we're going really crazy, we go almond, baby.
He's Moof Milker 99. I'm Moof Milker 98. Over there is Moof Milker 97.
And that's Pee-wee. Well, wait. Why does Pee-wee got Pee-wee and not Mofo Milker? Because he's Pee-wee.
Moof Milker 65, surely. Silverbolt.
Not wrong.
Yeah. All right, so we'll try and get the shout-outs from the chat here for you guys in a second if Nightbot decides to actually work.
Yeah, apologies. There's nothing we can do about that, and technology fails us. It really fails us. So we can't make the software work if it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do questions in. Question time.
Well, Same issue. How am I going to get questions? Nightbot's not working.
Oh, shit.
Oops, I did it again.
All right. No, so if you guys had questions, go ahead and type them in chat now.
So we can read them from the thing.
Oh, yeah, it's not working. Oh, no.
That's what I'm saying. Nightbot isn't working. So we can't get anything.
Oh,
I can scroll back to some.
How far back can we scroll?
I can scroll back until about 8:30.
That's
I don't even know. I scroll back until I get Graham and XO doing the spinny things, and that's as far as I go back.
Boy.
Wait, Grim and XO doing the buffering thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's early then. Okay, you probably have the earliest one. Mine goes back to 8:30. Yours is probably before Grande.
Hold on, let me look and see if anybody.
But we were buffering right at the beginning.
Let me see if anybody wrote the word question. Oh, here we go. Skywalker Vader question: does opposing GL Ray open with a basic rather than lifeblood if there is a taunt up? She just did that in my GAC and ruined my counter, which makes me sad.
She always does lifeblood, as far as I know. Her first move is always lifeblood. I've never seen her do anything else.
Utah has a question. When do you guys estimate that the Mando characters will be free to play and put on nodes?
We got this question during lunch, and my answer was either this week or next week. That'll be in the 2 to 4 week period.
Yeah, they just went, last week into the crystal pack?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's usually either 2 to 4 weeks after that.
2 to 4 weeks after that. So it'll either be this week or next week, or the latest the week after. But, yeah, they're coming soon.
Question, Ranger.
Yeah.
When will be our next Galactic Chase? That's from
the Galactic Chase. I love that event. That's the best event ever created. I can't wait for another ship that we can use. That's a taunting tank that we can use in another lineup. I hope it's the B-Wing. Huzzah! The Galactic Chase. Let's make it this month.
Wolfell asked the question: how much of a shit show do we think the July Q&A will be if we don't get a State of the Galaxy before it?
What do you mean?
I don't think it's going to be bad. I think
what do you mean? The Q&As have always been bad.
That question is from Wolfell.
I don't think it's going to be any worse than normal,
right?
Assuming they keep the same format, right? I don't think they give us some answers. Most of the time, they're answering questions that they already answered in previous Q&A, so we're not really getting any new information. The new information they give us, unfortunately, last time, some of it was wrong. But the other part too is that they have to change the format of the Q&A. And Crumb already acknowledged that the Q&A
so many times.
Yes, and Crumb even acknowledged it, right? Crumb has acknowledged that the Q&A is not done in a manner that is efficient.
They need to let us do it. They need to let us do it. RSG
or
Liaison
he can do it, but just collect it.
No, RSG Liaison Services, I'm throwing it out there. CG hire us. We will scoop up the questions.
I can read the questions. It'll be great.
That is never happening. No.
Question from Kazakagi to easy.
Yeah. So that's what they have to do. They have to update the Q&A
will we get Jedi Master Jawa?
No.
I don't think so, ever.
That's awful.
There is one, but we're not.
We're not getting that.
Question from Oscar Meow.
Meow.
Does the Unity upgrade all but confirm the game is healthy and not dying?
Unity.
Like the naysayers keep saying in their North Korean propaganda?
Well, I don't know about all that.
I don't know either.
North Korea.
No. I'm going to say no.
I think I think there's a difference between saying the software is okay and the contracts are okay between Disney and CG and EA. So there's lots of things that could be like, oops, and it's a problem.
Wait, did you turn it back on the sound bit thing, Finn? We can put that back on, didn't we?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, I'm surprised we didn't get, oops, we did it again, or the baby one, or just the tip, or...
CBO 97 asked a question.
Well, really quick on that one, I just want to comment on that one. Yeah, so I don't want to relate the two things together, right? The Unity upgrade means that at least in a financial position, they feel like there is some financial push that allows them to do the upgrade. They foresee the game going longer, right? But missteps with the community can easily take that in a backwards direction.
Yeah, I totally agree with all that.
Yeah, so I don't want to say that the Unity upgrade doesn't mean that the game is dead. I think from a financial perspective, they are healthy, but from a community standpoint, it's turbulent, right? There's no denying right now it's a turbulent point in the community.
I mean, you've lost like 2 or 3 former game changers in like a span of 2 weeks, man.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
You can just hush.
Yeah, you can just hush.
There we go. Apparently I can just hush. CBO97 asked a question I'm going to direct this towards Finity. How can they make a new mace when they used his kit for loot?
Porgs in a cup. Porgs in a cup. It's a porg in a cup.
Porgs in a cup.
Thank you, EXO. So I don't think that was Mace's kit. I'll just say that. Remember what I mentioned about Echo, right? Echo's basic is looking for crit damage up, and there is nobody on the clones that does that. So if Luke's kit did have that, then maybe that would be true. But that's basically just a troll that's going out. I don't think that's Mace's kit. I think Mace has a different kit. That kit really doesn't even fit Lightside GOTB a whole hell of a lot, like with the Galactic Republic. It fits with the Jedi to some extent.
Never you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna tell a lie, desert you.
So I think there is a different Mace kit that they have. It's about halfway done, and they'll.
I agree. Kazakage Too Easy said, question, since Kylo Ren called the Resistance Rebels in The Last Jedi, will CG give them all the Rebel tag?
No. Kylo Ren says no.
Gav P question. I've just an hour ago unlocked my first GL Ray. How do you suggest I mod her? I'm thinking of a speed set and a health set. Seems to be the consensus, or a high health and tenacity.
Lots of health. Lots and lots and lots of health. I went speed set with a health set. Mine's like 575, 580 speed with a crap ton of health. I think she's like 200,000 with all said and done. Only like 20,000 protection, but then again, I don't really care about all that. Lots of health.
Great. Nathaniel H asked a question.
Son of a bitch.
He asked a question. Grande is right. Oh, wait, that's not a question. Sorry.
God damn it, Grande. Learn how to...
Nathan H asked a real question.
Look, if you're gonna do the questions, do them correctly. You bastard. God damn, read ahead. Jesus.
Nathan H asked a question.
I approve of Grande doing that.
No.
Boom shakalaka.
No,
boom shakalaka my questions.
Ass.
You troll away, sir.
Yeah, Flame Trooper asked a question. This really is from Nathaniel H. Flame Trooper meets Space Worm. Love in space or something dies?
No, something's going to die.
Yeah, I agree. Something is dying.
Something's dying in that case. I mean, that's not a match made in heaven.
I agree.
What is it?
Flame Trooper versus Space Worms?
Yes. Flame Trooper meets Space Worms.
I mean, the Space Worm's going to try to kiss him, and then he's going to explode, and then liquid...
That's a love story that's called Burning in My Gut.
No. That's awful.
Nathaniel H asked another question. It has a question mark in it, but it didn't write question, but I'm going to do it anyway. Dr. Finn. It's okay. Dr. Finn, what you have is Galactic Chase withdrawal. That's what he said.
Did somebody say the Galactic Chase, Finn? It's the greatest event ever. Huzzah! We should get another one.
I do not have Galactic Chase withdrawal. So much so that I still don't have any of the recent Galactic Chase character or ships unlocked. So, nope. I have no withdrawal from the Galactic Chase.
Okay, Fatality V2 question. The best GL Ray team. Everyone has moved to Watt, and mine is only 5-star G12. I actually have a good response to this, believe it or not. I think you need to put in, because I'm going to go look at his team right now. It's Gas with Rex and 5s, and I think he's running Hermit Yona in the 5th spot. But that team actually beats the most common mirror Fatality V2, unless someone else has another opinion. That's not one of them.
I'm still running and having huge success with Ray, Gas, White Flimsy Revan, and Hermit Yoda, and you can run GK or you can run. I'm running Finn. It's great. I barely drop out of the top 10. Having a great success with that team in GL. In Arena, but in GAC, that's a different story. The team that I've had huge success with, now they didn't have a Galactic Legend, but there are counters to Ray out there. But I'm running Ray, Hero Finn, Hero Poe, Holdo, and R2D2. That thing is a monster.
Vitality V2 asked another question.
Sure.
I think I'm going to direct this one towards Finn because I think it's more towards Finn's alley. Does the Unity code update mean we will actually get new shiny graphics and dynamic cameras like Marvel Strike Force?
I mean, depends what they do with it, right? They could. Yeah, I mean, they could if they wanted to. We know that they like giving their art department new toys. Crumb did talk about that a little bit in the podcast, right? So I think, I think we could. I don't know if we'd see it to the same extent as Marvel Strike Force, right? They had a different starting point. I don't know how much CG is kind of.
I agree.
And I'll use this term, and it's not exactly true, but I'll just use the term of going back to square one, right, with their art, and how much they're going to update old characters to kind of fit with the new platform, change their image design. I mean, as much as I would love it, right, I don't think they're going to go back and, like, for Grande, change all their butts and give them better definition.
Bro,
right?
that would be so. If they do that one time, I'm gonna be like,
that is the Grande update. If that happens, I'm calling it right now. If they go through and they update the butts of characters, that's the Grande update.
I'm gonna be like, look at that.
100% the Grande update.
Men and women, they did it to everyone, guys.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Nathaniel H asked the question. Meow.
You're never asking questions again, Grande.
Come on, man. Zolob Zebra asked a question. Are porg births like a mammal or from eggs?
Eggs.
They're eggs. They're birds. Plus, if you look at them, they look like little eggs. So I'm pretty sure they just got stuck in there, grew to the size, and cracked open.
Nathaniel H asked 2 questions. One of them is, I agree with Grande, and the second one is, Grande should ask all the questions from now on.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Grande. Learn to filter, man. Jesus.
Gav P actually asked a real question. What is the best standalone team composition with Jedi Luke? To add on to this, with how CG, like their nesting dolls approach, do you think there will be added or rework to a Jedi Knight Luke team? Interesting.
I think that I'm kind of in that position on my Luke's Gear 12, soon to be relicked. Right now I'm going to use him on a Jedi Knight Revan team. If I wanted to be a little fun with it, I could put him on a CLS team. He doesn't really have a home per se. You can run him as a team himself. The team that I've been seeing is Luke with Barriss, Shakti, and Ezra, and something I can't remember the fifth on that team. As a team that you can put on defense or use on offense, it's pretty solid. But it's a weird. Luke's a weird character.
I still feel like he does so much better on offense than on defense.
Yeah, on the Jedi Knight Revan team, he's cash.
But even if you do, I mean, I went up against a guy who put him on D as lead with Ezra and Shakti,
I just don't think that works.
Juhani and a bunch. I mean, and I'm sitting there looking at this team, and I'm like, that team would have worked so much better for him on offense. He could have killed something like my bounty hunters with that team. You know, he could have killed something really good with that, and instead, you know, put it on D, and I wiped it out in no time.
They didn't synergize Jedi Knight Luke with the rebels that were used in the event, which could have been weird. The Jedi Knight Luke team, right? The way I view Jedi Knight Luke is he is a great character, right? He has a good leader ability as well as his uniques. He doesn't have to be in the leader position, right? We talked about him. We've seen him. I think in some cases, people have put him under the Galactic Legend Rey. Some people have put him under.
Again, Arena is different than anything else, right? I mean, Arena is one thing, and GAC and TW are another.
Well, to that point,
Rooster says it's great for cleaning up GLs.
Right, and so that's what I'm thinking, right? Jedi Knight Luke is, to me, the attacker equivalent of General Kenobi. Right, where General Kenobi is a great tank, but there is no General Kenobi team. Like we put her on the Padme team pretty much, right? But that's the Padme team. It's the Galactic Republic team. Kenobi fits in there. You can easily transition Kenobi onto a Jedi Knight Revan team, and he can be the tank on that team. Hell, you can put Kenobi on a dark side team and put him with Grievous if you wanted to. You can put him on a Darth Revan.
Yeah. Or Grievous team, and he still works good.
Exactly, and that's what I see Jedi Knight Luke as. He's a great character. Exactly, he is a plug and play, which I think, to CG's credit, is a nice thing that we've seen in some of these recent characters. Right, we're seeing that in Watt, we're seeing that in Kenobi, We actually see that in some extent to the Han and Chewie combo, right? That combo can go in any team. We put it under CLS because it fits well with the Rebel tag, but it doesn't work that way. But you have that and lots of plug-and-play characters. Nest is another one that's come up recently that is a plug-and-play. So I think Jedi Knight Luke ends up in that same kind of camp as Kenobi, where both of them are plug-and-play characters, great at what they do, but they synergize with such a large faction that there isn't any particular team for them.
That's what I'm
saying.
Yeah, I agree with you. Back in the day, Ranger, I used to read all the questions. You remember this? That's where we got Around the Corn. Remember?
That's why we stopped.
That's all of this happened.
That's why we stopped.
Nathaniel H.
Memory.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, I know. Nathaniel H. does ask a question. This one is the Unity code word,
Unity.
Is the Unity a code word for a Doctor Who Cyberman employed to convert us all to drones?
That would be pretty nice.
That would be cool, but no.
Then Utah asks a question. For Finity, have you found a cure for MITPH?
Yes.
Yet?
Yes. It's simple. Don't do that with the marbles. That's all I got to say. All right. Next question.
That's it. That's all the questions I got.
Wow.
Grim asked a question but didn't put question. He says, am I the only one that heard Finn just call General Kenobi a she?
Yes.
No, I don't think he actually called her a she.
Yeah, he did not.
He called him a she. Sorry.
It's a man.
It's definitely a dude. That's all the questions I have that I was
able to see. We got through those questions.
I'm sure there are more questions that were really important that we just...
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Nightbot is not working, so we weren't able to do our chat shout-outs like normal. However, what we can do is next week, I'll collect the question. Once it updates, I'll be able to get the list of everyone that put the word in.
Yeah.
So I'll be able to collect that list this time, and we can give you guys a shout-out during our...
do a double shout-out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do double shout-outs. We'll shout out last week's, and then we'll shout out
we're getting
week.
drunk next week. Don't worry about that. Finn's drinking too.
Yep, water.
No, Finn, 4 years, you will get some alcohol. I don't care if it's Zima. You're going to get some alcohol and drink it.
Missed my question.
I swear to God, Finn.
Question, how much easier is Rey at G12 with all of her Zetas compared to a Relic Rey? I'm going to say the difference I've noticed is Rey with her ultimate versus Rey without her ultimate, to me, is big. But Rey at G12 or G13,
huge.
She's way better. And part of it is because she just gained so much more health, and that's really what she needs.
70% health increase. That's why she has crazy health.
We got a few last-minute questions. XCO asked a question. Does Grande have any tips for tonight?
No.
Zoloff, Zebra.
He does. It's on the top of his head.
That's right. Zoloff, Zebra asked a question. Any shot at more console games with Grim?
You mean Sanely?
Sanely, that wasn't Grim.
They actually said Grim.
I know.
I know. I think Zoloff Zebra meant Sanely. That was Sanely Red Gaming.
I think he meant Sanely too.
Yeah, so Sanely was the one that did all the Nintendo Switch stuff, and he may. I don't know for sure.
I don't know what his schedule is like.
That's the problem. He has a new job, and his schedule is different. So
man, everybody's schedule is wicked different because of COVID, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mean to be kind of a Debbie Downer on the thing, but it changed my schedule.
You guys want like original? I still have it set up. I haven't played it in a while. I still have original Nintendo ready to stream. I haven't done that in a while. So I've been trying to figure out a better schedule.
So next week, Finn will be imbibing alcohol, or I will kill him.
I will die then.
All right.
I will die after 4 years. It was a fun ride.
Yeah, well, you might as well prepare yourself because I will just give you endless shit. I will tell all your dirty secrets on the air.
It's vodka. Huh? It's vodka.
Waka? Mm-hmm. All right, well,
I
think that's it for us today. So let's shout out our gold VIPs. There they are, these wonderful people. We love them so much. These people, we appreciate all our supporters, our people that support us on YouTube and Twitch and sub there, and our sponsors on YouTube and all that great stuff that you guys do. But these folks go way beyond that and donate a hell of a lot more and support the channel in ways we can't even begin to think. So we just want to give them special recognition and say thank you from the bottom of our heart for all of the hard work and support that you guys have shown us through these years, coming up on 4 years, to make the channel as successful and as productive as it has been. And we could have gotten here without you. So big shout out to all these folks. Thank you so much for being Patreons and being gold VIPs and really supporting the hell out of us. So thank you so much. We really, 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 really appreciate it. And then the last but not least, you can see, well, that's not what I wanted to show, but there we go. The final screen. A little bit of a misclick there. But you can see where we stream. We stream Monday through Friday. We do the lunch stream. Wednesday, of course, we have this stream, the longest running live stream, coming up on 4 years next week. And then Saturdays, we have the Jedi Academy. You can check that out here on this channel as well. Should have another awesome Jedi Academy. We've had a lot of awesome Jedi Academies of late with me bringing the best and brightest of content creators. And YouTube on one stream to answer your questions. It's amazing. And during the rest of the week, we play other games and have fun with you guys. So lots of stuff from RSG, D&D, and other games that we play and stream for you guys. So if you haven't checked that out, that content, please do. We would just ask that before you guys go, there's 97 of you. There's 56 likes. If you can hit the like button before you go, hugely appreciated. And if you could also subscribe, that would be great, because we're making our goal. We've hit over 5K subs, which is a big deal. And we're working our way to 10K subs. So if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be awesome as well. And then last but not least, hit the like, as you said, hit the like, subscribe, all this stuff, comment. But last thing we'll say before we go is, COVID's still out there. Wash your hands, keep your social distancing, wear your mask, wear your gloves, do all that stuff. It's very, 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 very important. I want to keep you guys here watching us and staying healthy. So make sure you keep that in mind as you go out. Let's look out for one another. That's very, very important. And then next Wednesday, man, it's our 4-year anniversary. We plan on having a huge stream. I mean, huge. We're going to have a lot of guests, a lot of great people on. It's going to be madness next Wednesday. So get prepared for that. So,
can we pimp Saturday too?
Yeah, I already pimped Saturday. God damn it.
Well, no. I know you mentioned it, but did you tell them what we're doing?
Jedi Academy, you mean?
Yeah, so Jedi Academy this weekend is the 4th of July. So we are going to be fundraising for the Wounded Warrior Project. Yeah, so we're going to be fundraising for the Wounded Warrior Project on that day. So when you guys come, hopefully you guys are able to donate. We did this last year as well, and you guys supported us, so we appreciate that. We'll fundraise for Wounded Warrior Project. We'll still have our big fundraiser at the end of the year and all that kind of stuff for our big campaign.
Yeah,
this is just go along with Jedi Academy and stuff. So make sure you guys join us for that Wounded Warrior Project.
We'll do it during Christmas. Have a Merry frickin' Christmas. And donate when we say, because if you don't, we'll find where you live and we will make you pay. All right. So everyone have a great rest of your night. I think Ur's probably getting ready to do GAC like he always does. Good old Ur's in the hall.
For sure.
So check that out. I'm going to go jump in Discord and do some City of Heroes villains, chill out a little bit, hang out in Discord for a little bit if you guys want to come join us there. If any can jump in, whatever. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see what happens. So everyone have a great night. Hit the thumbs up before you go, and we will holler at you later. Peace out.